Between the two of you, who would survive a night trapped in a mansion full of sinister whispers? Who would scream like a banshee? And who would try to calm the spirits over a cup of tea while secretly hoping nobody notices?
Well, to be completely honest, nobody would think, but I am a huge coward. So,
Oh no.
yeah, I'm actually pretty scared of all those things you just mentioned. So I think René would survive over me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nice,
I
nice.
I would find it scary as well, though. So, don't get me wrong, but yeah, Sora is, like she said, a little bit of a
Yeah.
coward.
I
Oh,
tried to be cool in my songwriting and stuff and write about all of these topics, but I'm really scared of it as well.
no, it's a good outlet for it though. Definitely, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Ryan with Ethereal Metal, and I'm here today and thrilled to be joined by René and Zora of Blackbriar as we dive into their forthcoming release, A Thousand Little Deaths, a record that promises beauty, darkness, and a thousand tales in between. Zora and René, thank you so much for your time.
It's
Thank you
great
for
being here,
having
man.
us.
Thank you. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, happy to talk about it. To start off, how have you both been?
Very
Yeah,
well.
good. In 2 days, the album will be out, so we're all a bit nervous about this, but very excited as well. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, for
we
sure, definitely.
we
It's
always
been a
feel
while
the
coming.
nerves.
What's that, René?
We always feel the nerves and the excitement. It's everything all at once.
No, yeah, absolutely, definitely. So I wanted to start off with a fun question, just to kind of break the ice a little bit. Between the two of you, who would survive a night trapped in a mansion full of sinister whispers? Who would scream like a banshee? And who would try to calm the spirits over a cup of tea while secretly hoping nobody notices?
well, to be completely honest, nobody would think, but I am a huge coward. So,
Oh no.
yeah, I'm actually pretty scared of all those things you just mentioned. So I think René would survive over me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nice,
I
nice.
I would find it scary as well, though. So, don't get me wrong, but yeah, Sora is, like she said, a little bit of a
Yeah.
coward.
I
Oh,
tried to be cool in my songwriting and stuff and write about all of these topics, but I'm really scared of it as well.
no, it's a good outlet for it though. Definitely, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, so diving right in, the album kind of weaves like dark fairy tales, gothic imagery with tales of love, loss, and death. When you were writing, did any particular story, legend, or myth unexpectedly influence a track or inspire a hidden character within the songs?
Um, Unexpectedly, yeah, I think it's for every of our songs because I don't plan to write anything. I just whatever inspires me at the moment, I start to write a song about it. So it's a song by song for us. I
Yeah,
don't plan a whole album. I just let the inspiration come and see what comes out of it. So every little inspiration is a surprise to me.
nice, nice. And Renee, do you have anything on that as well?
Well, I am part of the whole process together with Sora. So
Yeah.
whatever works for her usually will work for me as well.
Ah, nice.
So
Cool.
all the inspiration and all the themes and the lyrical stuff, all of that comes from Sora's beautiful mind, and then she sends it to me, and I get the privilege to work on it musically, but. Um, you know, I've said this many times, but for our writing process, in my case, Sora would be my main inspiration anyway. So, I just tried to go with her flow and anything that she came up with, or laid a path down for the song. I
Yeah.
will just follow it and try to emphasize things and try to work towards that ultimate goal that Sora came up with. Because usually she does explain what the song is about and where she feels like it should go to. And then yeah, so that is a little bit of our process. So,
Yeah, great. Cool. And obviously, Blackbriar's music has always had like a cinematic quality to it. If someone were to make a film based entirely on A Thousand Little Deaths, what would the opening scene look like, and which song would set the tone?
Ooh,
Well, it's
I
not
guess.
that hard because
Yeah.
it's yeah. No, to be honest, I mean, we picked the first song for a reason. So,
You mean
uh,
Bluebeard's Chamber, I guess
yeah,
then.
in terms
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the song, I think it would be, either Bluebeard's Chamber or maybe The Catastrophe That Is Us, because we're talking
Okay.
cinematics here,
Yeah, for sure.
for me
Yeah.
at least.
And I like the idea of opening the door to Bluebeard's Chamber as to yeah, the beginning of the whole album. Like we've opened the door to the rest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And I
probably
think
one of the
we'll make it ourselves actually. If
yeah,
somebody should do a film, we'll do it ourselves.
Oh, that would
nice.
it would be amazing to make a whole film.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Actually, that song I think is probably one of the most played songs that I've been playing on the promo
Oh, really?
throughout. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
That's
Well,
cool.
that's good to hear.
And Floriography as well, which obviously that's already out as a single. But um, so the Mansion Retreat from Back Until Eternity Ends video seems to have fueled even more inspiration for this album because you wrote a little bit there as well. Can you share a moment from that stay that directly influenced the song or an idea?
I think the whole process there was very fun to do because we all had our own separate bedroom and everybody would be there and work on one of the songs called The Hermit and the Lover,
Yeah, yeah.
where there was no music at all. It was just my vocals. So everybody received my vocals and they spent all day working on it all by themselves. And then in the evening, we all got together in the big parlor and everybody could let the hear what they've done. And so that was yeah, very inspirational overall and fun to do.
Yeah, that sounds like a really cool approach. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Nice.
Yeah, I
Um,
fully agree with that.
yeah.
Was amazing. Was amazing.
That's awesome. And your lyrics often mix beauty with darkness. Was there a point while writing where a song started as one emotion but evolved into its opposite, like a shadow turning into light or vice versa?
That's a great question.
I'm
I
not
don't think
sure.
so. No, I don't really think so. I mean, there were, complete how to say this? Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe the other way around a little bit because
Yeah?
with the hermit and the lover, it started for me a bit pretty positive,
Yeah.
but I started to write it in the past tense, and then for me it actually ends not so positive. While
Mm.
I wouldn't know it when starting the writing
Hmm.
process for that song. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess so.
Well, then
Nice.
that's a
Cool.
yes.
Yeah,
We found one.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. So obviously there's also imagery throughout the album, terrifying visitors, gothic romances, bone-chilling legends. If you could physically inhabit one of these worlds for a day, which would you choose and why?
Oh gosh. Um,
That's a that's a
what
good one.
about you, Renee?
Yeah,
Curious.
honestly, to be honest, most of them sound a little bit scary.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I don't know. But I'm always up for a challenge, so I'm gonna say the terrifying visitors because I don't
Yeah.
love being scared, but I like to be surprised. So I wonder who
Mm.
and what type of thing would show up if I would be in that world.
Okay, nice. Nice.
I guess for me, the fossilized widow, the whole setting that we shot this video in,
Yeah. Hmm.
it was so cool, a little bit scary as well, but yeah, I would want to live there, so maybe yeah, I would pick
Nice.
that. Yeah.
So I wanted to jump back to Floriography, also known as the language of flowers. Fascinating concept that I actually wasn't too familiar with until hearing the song for the first time. Had to look into it a little bit. If you could send a message to someone using Floriography inspired by A Thousand Little Deaths, what would it look like and what would it say?
These are our very cool
Yeah, I
questions.
gotta say something here because the
Oh.
funny thing is we've been, doing like 70 interviews, a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
All of the questions are usually pretty similar.
Yeah, well, now
But
we're
I love your questions, but you're slightly blindsiding us because these are questions
yeah.
we couldn't even mentally prepare for, and they're very good. So I like this. Thank you. But we'll
Yeah,
take
of
a little
course.
bit more time answering.
Well,
Yeah, please. That's great.
to be honest, I did leave a floriography message, a secret message on the album itself for people to find out. So, so
Oh,
maybe yeah,
interesting.
that's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah. No, nobody will know, but
No.
it's a hard one.
Yeah,
Would you say that it's something vocally, musically? Is it something within the art?
it's in the art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Nice. I'll have to look into the album cover and the art a little bit further
Yeah.
now that you said that. Yeah. Cool, cool. Visuals for A Thousand Little Deaths are incredibly rich. How much do you let imagery guide the music versus the music guiding the imagery? And is there a balance or does one dominate the other?
It can go both ways actually, because sometimes when Sora wrote a song or whatever, she instantly feels or knows visually what a music video could be like.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
that's something that we sometimes act on. That if Sora has an idea very early on, then we already start planning the music video and basically visualize the music video. And then that means that even the songwriting process, we already have in mind that there's going to be a video and what it's going
Yeah,
to
sure.
look like. So sometimes, in that in that regards, we can actually already start working on that. And sometimes it's the other way around, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
then on behalf of the music, you get the video idea or visuals or whatever,
Mm.
and then it's mainly because of the song. But we've also, sometimes we've actually already made music videos without even recording the music.
Oh,
So
nice. Okay.
Sometimes it was
Cool.
so bad that we even hadn't even finished the song.
Oh, no.
exactly.
But the lyrics and the melody were there, so we thought, let's just go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice, nice. Cool. Cool. Several songs carry a sense of haunted intimacy, like secrets whispered behind locked doors. Do you write from a perspective of a character in these stories, or are they more reflections of yourself within?
For this album, I think it's more personal than the previous ones. So
Yeah,
I do write very storytelling songs sometimes completely about a story or another character, but for this I feel like most of the songs are a lot more personal. Yeah.
yeah, definitely comes across that way. A Last Light of Bliss, The Catastrophe That Is Us, My Lonely Crusade, those are some of the songs that pop into my head right now that were very personal when I was listening to them. So, yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Yep. Um, your work frequently touches on Gothic romance and dark allure. How do you ensure the songs remain deeply emotional and relatable rather than purely theatrical?
Yeah, I
It's
guess
another good one.
it's to also dig, yeah, my own experience to mix it. So I'm always very much interested in all these historical stuff
Yeah.
and Gothic novels, but
Yep.
it's important for me to mix it with my own life as well, and I think that makes it more relatable. Yeah.
Okay.
And
You said Gothic.
usually there's always a healthy balance between, the theatrical
Yeah,
side of making
definitely.
music or being on stage or whatever, and the songwriting, making it personal. So it's always a mixture of both worlds, I'd say.
Yeah, most definitely. And you talked about Gothic novels. I'm thinking of like The Haunting of Bly Manor and The Haunting of Hill House. I don't know if you've seen either of those.
I wanted to see them, but
Yeah.
I always get nightmares, and I heard that it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did read one of them, but it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, which one?
The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Hill House book.
And
Okay.
there's another
Nice.
book, what's it called? Also from the same writer. I
Bly
recently
Manor?
read. No, no, no.
Oh, there's a different one. Oh,
Yeah. There something with castle in it.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look
Yeah,
up that one.
yeah, that was a nice
Nice.
one as well. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. So the album's title itself, A Thousand Little Deaths, suggests both literal, obviously, and metaphorical interpretations. When you reflect on that concept, do you see these little deaths as moments of transformation, nostalgia, heartbreak, or something else entirely?
Yeah, all these kinds of things. So
Yeah,
all symbolic, and in every song it means something different, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So if a thousand little deaths had a symbolic artifact, like a talisman or a relic representing the album's essence, what what would each of you choose it to be, and what story would it tell to someone who found it?
René, this was sweet.
I'm gonna say, I mean, we did use a bunch of those things in fluorography in the music
You're right,
video,
right.
you know. So you could say maybe like a magnifying glass or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So somebody would probably use that, or use that as a talisman. Um, Let me quickly think.
Or maybe a piece of the red thread.
Right, the red thread. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The thing is, when we wrote Floriography or when we produced the music video, we actually put in all these little details and basically relics or whatever that had something to do with all the other songs.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
so what you're explaining is basically what we did for Floriography, and all of that stuff is already in there. So there's all these tiny elements of stuff and a little thingy here and a little thingy there that would represent one of the songs on this album.
Yeah, that was
Very
very
cool.
fun to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at that time we knew which songs would be on the album, but not everything was finished already. So we
sure.
basically, thought, oh, maybe it's nice to do that. But yeah, I would say maybe look at Floriography and then just point out things, and then probably it has something to do with another song.
Yeah, so I've seen the video a couple of times. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it now, knowing that it points to
Exactly.
everything on the album as well. Definitely.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Especially on the detective board, there's a lot
Yep.
of
Mhm.
lot of stuff out there. But
Very
yeah.
cool. Very cool. So if you could leave one hidden message, speaking of messages and secrets, right? One hidden message or secret for the fans to discover within the album musically, whether it's in lyrics or symbolism or imagery, what would it be and why?
Hmm.
Yeah, the problem is we're not that cryptic or whatever when we write songs.
I guess it would be maybe like a fun hint to something we are already working on, you know, that will
Okay.
come next. Or yeah, I think that would be nice.
Cool. Nice. Little hint that you're
Yeah.
working on stuff already, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
it's an ongoing process for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's cool. And my last question for you guys, I wanted to just jump on and touring really quick. I actually saw you both, you guys, for the very first time with Battle Beast last
Oh,
June
really?
in New York City.
That
I
was a
was there
good show.
covering the show for Ethereal Metal, and so I had heard maybe one or two songs from you guys, maybe like 6 months before that, but I had never really delved into your work before. And seeing the set that you put on live absolutely blew me away, and I had to dig into your discography after I got back. Are there any talks about returning to the US anytime throughout this coming album cycle?
Yeah, so
Yes.
we're going to Europe, our first headline tour first, but
Yeah?
we are definitely working on it, and we've had so many good memories from the North American tour, so we'd love to go back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you and Nora were kind of cracking me up towards the end with the
Oh, yeah, that was
yeah,
the
when you
last
came
show,
on
yeah.
stage. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that
I
was
did the
great.
stage diving on
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
perfect.
it didn't went very well.
That's great. That's great. Cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you both so much for your time today again to chat. I really appreciate it. And again, a reminder, A Thousand Little Deaths for everyone listening, coming out this Friday, the 22nd. It's going to be via Nuclear Blast. There will be a pre-order link below in the video description. Thank you both so much again for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ryan. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
it, man,
much.
and thanks.